Today, I want to take you behind the scenes on how we source and raise nearly all of our meat right here at our home. From hunting wild game to raising meat rabbits, turkeys, quail, we've built a system that keeps our table full while keeping our costs as low as possible. If you've ever wondered where your meat really comes from, or how a homestead like ours manages to feed their family mostly from their land, then this video is for you. And stick around, because in the next video, we will be breaking down how we process one of our main meats right here at our home, so you can see the full cycle from field to plate. Okay, so let's start off talking about what we consider is the backbone of our meat source on our homestead, and that is hunting. For years, hunting has been our main source of protein. We hunt deer, hog, turkey, frogs, alligator, what else? Rabbits, squirrel. Really and truly, the list goes on and on. Anything that is wild or in season is what we use. The reason that we choose hunting as our first choice is simple. These animals are living 100% free in nature. They're healthy, they're strong, they're eating exactly what they're meant to eat. We're not feeding them, we're not buying grain, and yet we get the most flavorful, nutritious meat possible. We have been hunting for years, and it teaches patience, skill, and understanding of the natural world. Now, if you're just getting started with hunting, there are a few things that you need to incorporate first. Number one is always check your state and local hunting laws and limits. Number two, safety is the most important thing ever. Make sure that you are trained with your firearm or your bow. Number three is start small. Maybe start off with trying to hunt a rabbit or a squirrel before jumping to a huge thing like a deer or an elk or whatever. Next, let's talk about meat rabbits. We started raising meat rabbits about a year ago, and honestly, they have been an absolute game changer. Rabbit meat is super delicious, and it is 10 times easier to process than chickens. And to top things off, my toddler and baby absolutely love it. Right now, we're still trying to work on our day-to-day system, their breeding cycles and their pen layouts. But even with just a few litters, the results have been amazing. But overall, here's a quick look of what we do. Our rabbits live in a secure pen with plenty of space to move around. They eat a simple diet of pellets and garden straps with the intention of next year growing the majority of what they are going to be eating. They have water available at all times, and we make sure that they are 100% protected from predators. One thing that we have learned is that rabbits grow incredibly fast. You can go from a newborn baby rabbit to processing within a matter of weeks. So the reproduction rate of rabbits is absolutely wonderful, and the taste is absolutely amazing. We absolutely love rabbit meat, and it is so much better than chicken. Please don't at me on that. If you're thinking about starting to raise meat rabbits for your homestead, I suggest starting off with a pair and learning that system slowly. They're super low maintenance, and they're very easy to care for, and they're absolutely one of the best, most sustainable meat sources that you can have on your homestead. But you do need to master the breeding, because they do multiply like crazy. And a good tip is to get a notebook and track their breeding dates and their heat cycles. That way you can plan their litters out and harvest them without getting too overwhelmed. Now, next on our homestead that we will be incorporating over the next month or two is meat pigs. Pigs are another way to provide meat for our family, but also they're going to be super beneficial for my garden prep for this spring, and we're planning to grow them out using very cost-effective, low-maintenance methods. We're going to be using a system that allows the pigs to be able to naturally forage as much as possible while minimally supplementing feed. This will help to keep the cost down and keep the pigs happy and healthy. Raising pigs will be a lot different than raising chickens or rabbits, because they will require a little bit more space and probably a little bit more work too, but the payoff will be worth it, and our freezer will be full. But ultimately, how we're getting started with meat pigs is we traded one of our ponies for a meat pig. The pony was just no use over on our farm. That was just one more mouth that we were trying to feed. And we have neighbors that raise their own meat pigs. She's got a little girl that has always wanted a pony, and we just kind of brought up the idea, well, would you be open to trading a pony for some meat pigs? And they agreed. And so that is how we're going to get these meat pigs. This will be our first time raising pigs. We're using this way to just dip our toes in the water and see how it goes. This may or break us for the future, but you'll never know until we try it. So this is just going to be a way that we try it out. Okay, now let's move on to poultry. We've got 3 types of poultry on our homestead right now. We have quail, we have turkeys, and we have laying hens. Starting off with quail, they're very new to us, and we are still trying to figure out how they're going to fit into our homestead system. But right now, I'm thinking that I'm going to hatch quail eggs, and in 6 6 weeks after hatching, I'll be able to harvest them and use them as an additional protein source for our family. But when it comes down to it, I will either be selling them or using them for meat. My only downfall with quail is that they stink really bad. Utilizing quail as a part of your homestead is a great idea. They don't take up much space, they don't eat too much feed, and they're another meat source that reproduces very quickly. Next up, let's talk about the turkeys. We absolutely love turkey meat on our homestead, and the majority of the turkey that we have eaten in the past has came from hunting wild turkey in our area. But because we love it so much, my plan for next year is to, in the spring, start hatching out eggs and growing them out and harvesting them on our homestead in the fall of next year. And of course, we have our laying hens, and the protein source that they provide is those beautiful little eggs. Now that you've seen our current meat sources, I want to talk to you a little bit about why we do this. Homesteading isn't just about saving money, it's about living intentionally. It's about teaching our children where their food comes from, and it's about respecting the animals that feed our family. Every animal in our homestead has a purpose, and every single harvest teaches us something new. We've learned patience, responsibility, and deep appreciation for the natural cycles of life. Now, my biggest advice to anybody that wants to start homesteading or raising their own meat, growing their own food is this. You do not need to start with everything at once. Start small. And if you think something is small, start even smaller. Maybe start with one kind of animal, chickens or rabbits, or focus on learning how to hunt local game species. Build your systems slowly and thoughtfully. And before you know it, you will have a reliable, sustainable source of meat for your family. So that's how we source and raise meat here on our homestead. From hunting wild game to raising meat rabbits, chickens, and turkeys. This is the system that helps keep our family fed while keeping our costs as low as possible and respecting the nature that God has given us. Coming up on the next video, we will break down how we process our deer meat to be able to last us through the year, so you can see how we turn some wild game into something ready to eat. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're wanting to learn how to start a homestead, go over to our channel and hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or any thoughts that you would like to share, please drop them down below in the comments. I would love to see them. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. It's cold out here.